And then we go goodbye, Cacophony Stamp Brick Road here. And we send him to hell. Just like that, guys. Easy as pie. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain Jay. And tonight we have a very special treat for you. I received in my inbox, as I do from time to time, a certain aggro deck, a certain style of aggro deck, which I hadn't really ever done before. And the premise sent to me by our good friend of the channel, Villainy, came up with this idea. He wanted a 0 burn Boros that's budget friendly. So this is budget no burn right here. What does that even mean, budget no burn? So what that means basically is this is, it has currently in its current form, it has 1 rare, but you can run it with no rare. So it's very cheap on your wild cards and it is very effective and fun. So before we get down to this and I tell you a little bit more about it, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button. Because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, well, you will be attacked for by the like and subscribe. It's gonna happen. He's gonna rip you up for not liking and subscribing to the channel right now. We really need you to do that. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainej for our live streaming goodness. We would love to have you there live and in person. Yeah, you can watch this on YouTube as well. If you hit that bell, we go live streaming on YouTube simultaneously. This deck and all the other ones that I build are available down below on my AetherHub. And if you want a copy of it, go down there. And of course, we'd love to have you on our Discord. I reversed those. I normally do them the other way, but I did them this way this time because my brain is broken. We'd love to have you in our Discord for news, information, anything else you want to do. You can hang out with us there. So, what is the idea behind Bendy Boom? All or nothing, guys. This is a gambling deck. What I mean by gambling deck, you've got to put all of it on. You're betting all of it on red, and you're going all the way in. You're going to try to knock them out fast, one hit, and you're kind of all your chips are in one basket here. It's either win or die. So, first things first, we have Lauren's Escape. Lauren's Escape is going to protect our main attackers because we are kind of putting all of our eggs in one basket. We're swinging in with a super powerful 1 card. Getting that card removed can be detrimental. It can be very, very setback. So, Indestructible, Hexproof. The Indestructible helps against board wipes, destruction, Hexproof, any kind of knockback or anything like that. Plus, we get our Scry. And it's cheap. It's common. Ancestral Anger. Basically, we have in this deck every boost up card you could possibly think of, okay? So if it's a boost up, it's very, very, very good. And Trample is also super important to us because we want to get that damage across. We don't need a 1/1 blocking the huge amount payload of damage we're trying to deliver. That's going to be antithetical to what we're doing. This gets +1 in Trample, which is also very important, and then +1 for each other card name, Ancestral Anger in the graveyard, which is very good. It'll get stronger and stronger. Cacophony Scamp. Now, I've played this one a lot. This goblin can do a lot of things. Why? Because, again, if we're using pumpable cards, if we're making bombs, if we're making these all-or-nothing guys, we can trample in, and then we get his power up to a crazy amount. Guess what? He can explode and deliver that much damage additionally there. Or even if somebody tries to remove him, we can pump up his power as an instant with something, and then he gets removed and then explodes and does the damage back. So, very, very tricky little guy there. Keep Cacophony Scamp. 1 red, 1/1. He also has Proliferate, which is not too important. I mean, it's good. We're not really running a Proliferate deck, but that explosion and just that cheap nature of him is very good. Kumano faces Kakazan. Yeah, probably one of the best red uncommons right now, if not the best red uncommon. Put it down, 1 damage to each opponent and Planeswalker. Fantastic already. Then next creature you comes was a 1/1 counter on it. And then, of course, it turns into, on turn 3, it turns into a 2/2 Human Shaman with haste. If a creature you control is this turn by a source you control would die, exile it instead. So if you kill one of the creatures with one of the sources you control, it gets exiled. which is very good for reanimators. They don't get that anymore. So extremely effective. Hasty boy right there. Naturally, we got to have Monastery Swiftspear. I wish it wasn't such a hard staple in mono red, but damn. A 1/2 1-drop with haste and prowess is just about the epitome of red creature as you could possibly get. It's just brutal. It just absolutely is terrible because additionally, not only is it a hasty girl and with prowess, when you start casting it, when you start casting these boost up spells like Monstrous Rage, this is how you end up doing 8 points of damage on turn 2. Turn 1, Monastery Swiftspear. Turn 2, Monstrous Rage and Antagonize, or another red one, or Ancestral Anger. All of a sudden, that's 2 spells. Okay, so now it's a 3/4 naturally. Monstrous Rage adds 4. Or Monstrous Rage adds 3 more. So it's a 6. Ancestral Anger is going to be a 7. Like, you're attacking for 7 trample on turn 2, potentially, with the amount of damage that you can do with Monastery. And that's kind of the idea. This is the knockout punches that we're talking about. People reel from that. You hit somebody in the face for 6 or 7 damage the second turn of the game, and you're on the rebound for the 3rd turn. Like, yikes. People get off balance, and then sometimes they're just like, I can't beat that level of aggro, and they quit. Monstrous Rage is one of the new ones that we're running right here, and if you haven't heard about it, well, now you know. +2 until the end of turn, fantastic for a 1 red. Then you get the monster roll. What the monster roll does is +1/+1 aura and trample. So a grand total for 1 instant red. For 1 turn, you're going to have 3/1 trample, and then for the rest of the game, you're going to have, until it dies, you're going to have 1/1 trample on somebody else for 1 red instant. That is value. That is Value City Furniture USA right there. Very, very, very effective from Eldraine card right there. If you haven't run it, now you know. Its best friend is Monastery Swiftspear. That's how you put out a crazy amount of damage. Now, we need to remember that with these new roll auras, that they can only have 1 at one time. You can't have like 2 monster rolls on it, or a monster and a wicked, or something like that. So if it has 1 roll, you can't do another one. Now, here's where the Boros comes in, and here's where we kind of start getting a little tricky with it. There's some other Boros options too. Illuminator Virtuoso is one of those cards that used to be heavy meta, and I think everyone just got bored of it. 1 white and 1/1 double strike, human rogue. What does this mean? Double strike means it hits again. It hits on the first strike phase and the main phase. Whenever Illuminator Virtuoso becomes the target of a spell you control, you connive. So now that we're pumping, we're doing the pump and dump. Doing Monstrous Rage on him, all of a sudden, he is now, if we discard a card after we connive, he becomes a 2/2. Then with Monstrous Rage, he gets the 3 more. So he becomes a 5/5 double strike and trample. So all of a sudden, they put a 1/1 blocker in front of you. Guess what? 9 of that damage is going through. That is ridiculous. He only gets stronger the more spells you cast on him. That's why we have a lot of spells to cast on him. He also lets you connive, which can be good or it can be bad. Generally speaking, if you get crappy cards and you want to throw them away, you connive. You can throw away the cards you don't need and keep drawing more stuff. I've had it where I keep conniving on him. Like, if I have open mana, I attack, and then I do something like Lauren's Escape on him so he can't be killed. I connive, I pull a Monstrous Rage. I discard another card. I cast Monstrous Rage on him. I connive, I pull a Antagonize. I cast Antagonize on him, and I throw another one. So you can just keep drawing and pumping, drawing and pumping. Double strike with Trample. I have to tell you, if you get this guy to 10 power, he's hitting for 20. So that's how that works. If you on turn 4, turn 5, you could be hitting for 20 Trample. And that's just not, it's just not able, nobody's able to deal with that. Especially if you have some blockers, especially if you have some protection cards like that, or if they don't have the right amount of removal to deal with it. Antagonize. We only have 2 Antagonize here, because it's pretty basic. 4/3 until the end of turn is pretty good. That's a lot of power and toughness at instant speed. It doesn't come with any of these other flashy things like permanently leaving an aura on it or increasing the power or trample, but it is pretty good, especially with something that already has trample on it or something like that. If you're going to cast it alongside a trample or on an open goal or something like that, or even on Virtuoso. Virtuoso can hit and clear the way, and then on the second turn, once the way is clear, it can hit again. So yeah, so 2 Antagonize is fine. If you want to swap in some more protection to make things all right, that's good too. Blazing Crescendo is another good one here because much like Conniving, this is one of those cards when you cast it, you get to get another card immediately. We kind of want the chain to keep going. We want to build this chain of spells that we're throwing down and really hitting people with hard. So we cast it. We exile the top card. We can play that one. So we could do a Blazing Crescendo on something like on Monastery or Illuminator. Boom, we pull another one. Guess what? We pulled another Monstrous Rage. We cast that as well. Things are just getting out of control. They're getting crazy. So that is a really good card to just throw out there to get more cards and to keep the cycle going. Now, here's our only rare currently in the deck. If this is what you can put in, if you can't afford all of them, if you don't have all of them, you know, you're on a budget, don't put them in. But she is very good. 1 red and 1/1. Charming Scoundrel enters the battlefield. You choose one. She's also a hasty. You discard, then draw. Very useful to get the flow of cards going. Create a treasure token, which can help with take that extra treasure token and cast more spells with it. Create a Wicked Roll, which of course is 1/1, and when the Wicked Roll goes into the graveyard, somebody loses a life. I've killed people with that. They're not expecting that. When something gets lost, they lose a life. That can really help a herd put them out. So very useful little tricky girl here. A lot of kind of a Swiss Army knife red card that gives you either treasure cards or an aura to do more damage or more power and toughness, and a little bit of life loss right there for you. So if you can't afford her, I could say you could also put in a Sunrise Cavalier, which is going to be a Trample Hasty for 3. It's a little bit more expensive, but Trample and Haste is always useful for that Boros color right there. Or you could do Phoenix Chicky, because it is a 1/1 hasty that's a little harder to block because of that flying. And of course, in comeback, if you pay that 2 red when you're attacking with multiple creatures. So if you don't have, she is the only rare, like I said, just budget. So she's the only rare. If you don't have it, fit her in with someone else. I'd recommend her, though. She is very good. And here's Stolen Vitality. Another very useful pump-up card right here, turning into a vampire. 1 red and 1, +3 and +1 to the end of turn, very similar to the ones we have. If it's your turn, that creature gains trample, and it gains first strike if it's not our turn. So on turn, we get to trample over, which can be very good at delivering the killing blow to somebody if they're not expecting a trampling, because this is instant. Or if we're defending, we get first strike, and then they're knocked out. They're immediately knocked out of whatever they're doing. If they thought they could hit us with a 6/6, all of a sudden we have a 3/3, boom, we knock it up to a 6/6, and we're first striking. So very useful. 1 Edge Ganjo, 1 plains right there, 3 plains right there, 10 mountains, 1 Sokazen Crucible of Defiance, that's fine too. Battlefield Forge, 1 damage to you. This is all or nothing. We're kind of gambling with this. Like I said, we're gonna go in and we don't really care if we take the damage. We want to put the creatures down. And Sundown Pass. This is a little slower, so we didn't want that. Additionally, you're saying, Jay, those are rares too. I don't have the rares. Just put Windscarred Crag if you don't have them. Put 3 Windscarred Crag and just do what you need to do there. That's the life gain one. It comes in tapped. It's a little slower. So if you don't have the right amount of the rare lands, you could just do that. 16 creatures: humans, goblins, monks, Phyrexians, warriors, rogues. Kind of a rogue human deck. Interesting. That's where it leans heavy to. 15 instants. 4 sorceries, 4 enchantments, 21 lands altogether, 1.4 average. Absolutely, look at that. That is an insanely low CMC. Again, all or nothing, guys. We're going in or we're going home. That is the bendy boom right there. Very interesting. And you'll notice, guys, no removal, no burn. This is all on the creatures to get the job done. It's all rush it in and knock them out. So it's a very unique type of deck build. No burn, no removal. It's all right out there on the table. It's win or you die. It's win or you go home. So that's what we're looking at right here. This is the side view. Guys, nothing over 2. Cheap, fast, effective. Just aggro is all hell. We want to thank Bedney, our good friend out there. I think he's in Poland. He's going to get mad at me if he's actually in Czechoslovakia and not in Poland. But anyways, oh, Czechoslovakia doesn't exist anymore. Czech Republic. I'm almost positive he's in Poland. Either way, shout out to Bedney for sending me this one in the inbox. Like I said, I put my own little touches and tweaks on it and alternatives, but very fun deck and a very fun premise. Budget, 0 burn. That's how we keep the game fun and interesting. We challenge ourselves to do it a different way. Here we go in a standard ranked. Let's get it done. All right. How's everybody feeling today? Did you leave a comment telling me what you think about it? Did you? Because I don't think you did. Ooh, I go first. I'm gonna go with that, I guess. We have Charmers right here, so. Let's do a wicked roll. Alright. Obira, Dead But Dreaming. Is this instant? That's instant. Alright, so whoever doesn't get it. Whoever he tries to get is going to get the power. Nope, nobody got it, so they all got the power. Italian's Messenger, very nice. He's gonna swing, he's gonna draw. I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know if hitting me for 3 was the best choice right there. He's going to take 5 right there, guaranteed. Barrow Naughty. Ooh, that's some life gain right there. He may be onto us that we're going to aggro out here. Combat research. He's gonna swing it. No, he's not gonna swing again. We're gonna do her. We're gonna do more of her. We're gonna create a treasure token. We'll have Blazing Crescendo. Insanity's Crescendo. He's gonna gain 1. But if we do 5, that should do it. Oh yeah, he gained the 1 life there. If he kills a Charming Scoundrel, he dies though. That's the bad part. He's gonna lose 1 life. That's where those wicked auras come in handy. Flying Vigilance. Halo Forger. It's gonna swing it in. You should swing in everything, man. Alright, 2 instants. Let's go. I don't think that he understands. He's going to gain 2 life, but lose 3. Yeah. That's a 0. 0 means you lost the game. Yep. That's what that means. All right, good showing. Good showing on the first jump there. Here we go. Oh, all right. Let's put down that. We can do Charming Scoundrel next turn. Odd Zoo. Ugh, fucking blue. Every time. Blue, man. Dabba dee bot and die. Dabba dee dum and die. Dabba dee bot and die. Decline. Virtuoso, we can maybe do Monstrous Rage and get him out real quick. Might have a counter spell. You might block the Virtuoso. Make this, yeah, I figured as much. That's okay. He can't block all of us. Bump, bump, bump. Okay. Boom. We're gonna decline. Hopefully we don't draw a land here. We're only 33% on lands. Amonkhet. I don't think that's the right one. Discard a card. Ooh, that's bad news for you, homeboy. That's bad news for you, homeboy. That's bad news for you, homeboy. And then we go goodbye, Cacophony Scamp Brick Road here. And we send him to hell. Just like that, guys. The easiest pie. All right. I come up with my own phrases and words. Everyone always like, oh yeah, this is a Voltron combo. Voltron combo off fucking half meta, blah blah blah. I'm like, I'm not trying to learn all that. And I've been playing this game for a long time. I should know all the slang and lingo, but I just don't care enough to learn it, which is a story of my life. It's just not that interesting for me to learn. Jazzed it up, yeah. You know, when you throw something on there all of a sudden, that's specific for as an instant. You know, so like you throw something out there and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, he's gonna do something to make it crazy. He's gonna jazz it up a little bit. That's an old expression, really. I think I got it from a Kurt Vonnegut book. Antagonize. Should I antagonize somebody here? Yeah, block it. That's a good idea. Boom. And I can do 4 damage to you. Boom! Bucket Man, Bucket Man. Hey, what's up, Drift Ronin? Battle the Rifle Axe. Squirpling Centipede. Okay. Artifact. Alright, let's do boom. Squirpling Centipede. I know that's not its actual name, but I don't give a shit. If that's not clear yet, I don't give a shit. Alright, let's do that. Boom. Boom. Who do we want to get rid of? Let's get rid of Antagony right here. Boom. Alright. Send him in. I bet he's going to let it happen. I bet this silly guy is going to let it happen. Connive. What has he got? Okay. Discard. Stolen Valor. No, I want to do that one. Boom, boom, 9. Hit. And then the second hit puts him down to 1. Very nice. Got offered $2 hour raise to treat another transfer tech store. Interesting. That's pretty fun. So this guy is going to hit me for how much? 5. Boom, boom, boom. I'm down to 1. And I'm out of there. Battle the Rifle. You got hit for a lot, man. Because I jazzed my guy up. See? See how effective getting a guy all jazzed up is? You know what's so funny about the arc of history and music and jazz? So, jazz used to be like... people were like, would rail against jazz and jazz clubs like this was the end of the... This was corrupting our youth. It was destroying the fabric of America. It was just evil. It was the devil's music. It was just like... And now jazz is so inoffensive that, you know... it's like what background music is. I like jazz, actually. I used to listen to jazz late night. When they put it at NPR, I used to have a job where I had to drive real late at night, and putting it on at night and listening to it while you drive is a very enjoyable experience. But it's just so funny that Moral Panics, I mean, you can just look at jazz Moral Panics and you can understand a lot about society. In the 1920s, there was a moral panic in the United States about jazz music. The public feared that jazz was a threat to society and that would cause crime, delinquency, and uncontrolled behavior. Uncontrolled behavior. Jazz was also associated with brothels and other less reputable venues. Exile, transform. Boom. Boom. Swing 'em, bing 'em, bum bum. Take action. Boom. Hit him with the 5. Nice. I'm glad to hear that, Ronan. I assume that they were unhappy or perhaps even frightened that you're more man than machine now. And they said, this guy's frankly just, you know, what are we going to do with this guy? Obango. More machine than man now. I got that backwards. More machine than man now. Yes, I am aware of that as well. I am aware of that as well, Drift. That it wasn't exactly the jazz music they were upset about. It was the people who was playing it. Yep. Yeah. 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 That was the main issue. Nope, no creatures. Charming Scoundrel, Lauren's Escape. We'll kill Lauren's Escape for right now. We don't need that. Kumano faces Khazan. Boof. Boof. Okay, we do Cacophony Scamp. Boom. Alright, right. If he's gonna play removal, we can do Monstrous on him. Yep. Boom. Very nice. Exile and transform. Quite a wicked roll. No. I aim to cure you of your wickedness. Pop, pop, pop. There we go. Decline. We'll wait on that one. Yeah, managers knew the time I was willing to keep wrenching is coming to an end, and I let them know. Well, that's very nice. Overstaffed tech agents personally. What do you work in, a Radio Shack? You work in, I assume you work in Radio Shack. That's my only frame of reference. I know nothing else. Literally, I know nothing else. Let's do that. Let's do it. Fuck it. Fuck it. We ball, man. Give a shit. I give it 10 penny fuck. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Let's do Le Fondant. Submit 0. Nation for a national automotive repair chain. Okay. No, it does not. Which is why I thought it was so strange that you worked for them. That was the thing. I was like, how does this guy work for Radio Shack? I think they've been out of business for at least 15 years now. I got my first cell phone at a Radio Shack. That should tell you about how old I am, how old my aching, creaking bones are. My first cell phone I ever got was from a Radio Shack. It was a flip phone. Was it a Nokia? It may have been a Nokia. It may have been a Sony Ericsson, though. The immortal Nokia brick, yes. At the end of all things, when the world is dust, the stars grow dim, there will be Nokia phone floating in space, grinning like a madman at the entropy of all things. It will be on 98% battery life. And when 1,000 aeons have turned to darkness, the wheel of the universe has spun once more. It will be on 94% battery life. That's my little speech about Nokia phones. I hope you liked it. I'm never gonna do one again. All right, let's do Charming Scourger. Became the Source. Oh, in Canada they changed it to the Source. Interesting. That's very interesting. The Source. Did people still go there? Cool. That's interesting. Yeah, that sounds... It is vaguely quite dramatic for a Radio Shack. Have you consulted the Source? You know, the Source. Play with fire. I knew he was going to do some shit like that. I want to do this shit just to fucking spite him, but eh. Boom. It is simply the source of all, from whence all things come, and to where all things must return, for it is the source. Alright, let's do Blazing Boys. Alright, let's do Ancestral Anger. I'm so angry. This is the maddest I've ever been. Alright, let's do that. La Source. First of all, that sounds exactly like the joke from Pulp Fiction. Yeah, in France they call it La Source. That's literally the Pulp Fiction joke. Okay, so let's deal with that right then and there. Okay, let's. Yeah. we gotta talk about that. Maybe that's a little too much, man. Chandra dressed to kill. Pop, pop. Well, if he gets a lightning bolt. They call it Royale with cheese. They don't got pounds in France, you know? So they call it Royale with cheese. He said good game. My man said good game. So he got the bolt. Chicky, chicky, chicky. He got the bolt. There it is. There you go. That is a tasty burger. There's a lot of shit in that movie about burgers, huh? What a weird, interesting movie. There just hasn't been a movie like that since, huh? There's been moments that are very Pulp Fiction-esque, but I don't think there's been a movie that's exactly like Pulp Fiction. What do y'all think was in the case? Look at the big brain on Brad. I forgot about that one. Say what again? Say what again? Man, that defines Samuel L. Jackson's character forever, huh? Does he look like a bitch? And why are you trying to fuck him like a bitch? Good stuff all around, man. I gotta watch that again. Let's see. He's got poison here. I mean, there's... Yeah, the Hateful Eight was not that good. I felt like it was... I love Kill Bill. Django Unchained is great. Inglourious Bastards is good. I feel like it could be better. There's like a better movie buried in there somewhere. If that makes any sense. It's good. It just Kill Bill was amazing. I didn't really care for Jackie Brown. I thought that was probably one of his weakest films. Reservoir Dogs is good. I don't think it's that great. I'm not a huge Dogs. I'm not a huge Dogs. It's good. There's moments in it that are really good, but I feel like when he does these epics, when he does like Django, when he does like Kill Bill, Creator Wicked Roll, yeah. Let's do that. Wicked Roll. Mr. Pink. Mr. Pink is Steve Buscemi, correct? Yeah, it is. That's what I thought. He doesn't tip. You know, he originally, Tarantino wrote that part for himself. Once Upon in Hollywood was very good. And if you want to show a Tarantino movie to somebody who hates Tarantino, that's the one to show them because it's his most normal movie. It is not filled, aside from like, spoiler, 5 minutes at the end, there's not really gratuitous violence or anything crazy. It's good. It is his least Tarantino-like movie. It is mostly just a normal movie that goes from start to finish. I mean, has weird stuff in it and all that, but it is his most normal movie, I would say. All right, keep it going, boys. Talking Tarantino and playing playing Boros. It is fairly budget friendly, as a matter of fact. Akiz's father, it's fairly budget friendly. There are some non-budget friendly cards, but I think you're going to get a lot of value out of them. But generally speaking, it is decently valued. I think the most expensive card, we have Charming Scoundrel in here, and that's it. It's the one rare. Aside from the lands, which is, you know, not much we can do about that, but... Battlefield Forge. Let's do Blazing. Okay, let's miss that. Oh. Okay. Let's go in. You guys are going to think this is pretty funny right here. I think you're going to appreciate this. I bet he's not going to block. I bet he's not going to block. And when he doesn't block... Oh, he's going to do it. One block. Boom. How about another 9? There you go. Yeah, absolute missile strikes. Hopefully he swings in with everything. There we go. Perfect. You can't play removal. I can kill him next turn. By going in with Monstrous and Charmer. Perfect. So we do that. We do that. We say Wicked Roll. We do one of those. Take the damage. Do that. Aura. Boom. Hit. Perfect. Oh yeah, man, it gets in there. It gets in there, it knows what it wants, and it goes for it. Darkness, because basically every single card we have in here is to enhance power. Blazing Crescendo, Antagonize, Stolen Vitality, Ancestral Anger, and Monstrous Rage. Yeah, pump and dump. We want to get this. We want to get this Double Strike Trample off, or we want to blow Cacophony for an insane amount of damage. Either one. Like turn 2 hitting for 5. Look at that. Yeah, we want to absolutely. There's 0 burns in this spell. It's all or nothing. We're in it. We're in it. We're in it to win it on this one. It's win or go home. We have Lauren's Escape, but honestly, it's all in, man. It's... Oh, my Raffle Thwopters go thwappa, 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 thwappa. Swa, 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 swa. Aye-you, aye-you. Alright, that's enough of that. Boom. Why would you do that? You know I'm gonna hurt you, man. You know I'm gonna hurt you. Mishra's Research deck, probably this one, probably Wedding Announcement. Nope. Alright, no mana. Let's go for it. It's got something here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not clear as to why he did that. I don't know why he thought that was a safe block. Even, I had 1 red. I mean, I could have lightning bolted. Anything could have happened. I don't know why he thought, oh, I'll avoid getting 1 damage here. That'll be really good. That'd be really good for me if I just avoid this 1 damage. That's going to make or break me, really. Okay, he's going to put down the Questing Druid. Is he going to quest again? No, he's not. Hit. Uh-oh. It's not looking good for home team. This is monster. I really need my Wicked token. Eldraine. He's going in. Boom. Is he going to explode it? He might explode it. I don't know. Oh, yeah, I pulled the wrong card. Ooh, that's a tough one to deal with right there. Destroy. Boom. Alright. And turn. Didn't get any white mana. That sucks. Hey, thank you for coming, Dark Prodigy. Darkest Prodigyist. I mean, hindsight 2020, dude. You know? I did, I didn't. Something else might have happened. Monstrous Rage, nothing I can do there. This is a gambling deck. You gotta gamble. It's part of the fun. Let's do that. Exile the top card. Nope, that's not it. End. All right. Why would you not put everything in? Oh, there we go. Good game. Win some, lose some. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Beep, beep, beep. Why can't I get a white mana here? There we go. That's a little better. Jeez. Help me out, guys. Actually, you know what? Where is that? Kumano. Let's do... hit. There we go. And he's out of there. Look at that. Didn't even like it. Didn't like any of that. Didn't even want to taste it. Alright, Kumano. Not really a good opener. A little better. Okay. Cacophony, Lauren's Escape. We can toss the Laurens. That's good stuff right there. Battlefield Forge. Should we go with Swift Spear? He might nuke it. He might nuke it right. Yeah, he's gonna nuke it right away. That's okay. It's one less nuke in his hand. You know what I mean? Okay, do that. Do Kamano. Take the damage. Okay, put it down. Naturally, I don't get that. Boom, boom. Okay, no more red. Two, boom. Boom. Whoa, look at this guy. Look at the big brain on Brad. What we were just talking about. Boom, boom, boom. And he's going to ping me with that one right there. Beautiful. Beautiful red deck right there. Actually, use new cards. Love to see it. All right, guys, we're going to end it there for tonight. Thank you for coming tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. We had a pretty good time. I've been Jay Villain, and you've been great. Bye-bye. Thank you so much. Really like this one. Thanks to Bendy for making this one. Gave me the inspiration, the main core of the deck build. I put my own little spin on it, but of course, the Bendy Boom. Very good. Adios, everyone. Good night. We'll see you in the next one.